When the structure of a lifelong career disappears, an unnerving silence can settle in. In that silence, loneliness often grows, and our first instinct is to reach for the familiar, to reconnect with old friends and seek comfort in the warmth of shared history. It feels like the most natural cure in the world. But what if that instinct is wrong? What if chasing old friendships to cure your loneliness is actually making you feel even more isolated? The rules of friendship change dramatically after retirement, and what once felt effortless can become a source of disappointment and frustration. The reality of post-retirement social life is far more complex than we imagine. Welcome to Blessed Elderly. Today, we are going to discuss 5 painful but essential truths about friendships after you retire. This is not about devaluing friendship. It's about approaching it with new wisdom. Understanding these truths will liberate you from chasing the past and empower you to build a truly fulfilling social life in this new chapter. 1. The friendship you knew may no longer exist. We often expect to pick up right where we left off with old friends, but people and circumstances change. Before retirement, your friendships were likely built on shared routines, work, neighborhood events, raising children. When those shared structures vanish, the very foundation of the friendship can crumble. Let's follow the story of Arthur, a 73-year-old who felt a deep void after his retirement. His first call was to his best friend from work, expecting their easy camaraderie to fill his empty afternoons. But his friend's life had completely transformed. He was now a full-time, hands-on grandfather, with a new schedule and new priorities. The conversations felt strained, and the old connection just wasn't there. Arthur left feeling more lonely than before, mourning a friendship that now only existed in his memory. As retirement sociologist Dr. Evelyn Hayes explains, you cannot expect a friendship to run on the fuel of the past. Without a shared present, many relationships naturally fade. It's not a personal rejection, it's a natural evolution. 2. You may be seeking purpose, not people. Loneliness in retirement often wears a clever disguise. We think we miss our friends, but what we truly miss is our sense of purpose. The daily mission, the responsibilities, the feeling of being needed. Retirement can strip all of that away, leaving an emptiness that we mistakenly try to fill with social calls. Arthur filled his calendar with visits to old friends. The afternoons were pleasant, filled with reminiscing about the good old days. But when he returned to his quiet house, the same feeling of aimlessness washed over him. He realized the visits were just a temporary distraction, a patch on a much deeper hole. The problem wasn't a lack of people in his life, it was the lack of a mission for his day. Before you pick up the phone to cure a pang of loneliness, ask yourself, am I truly missing this person? Or am I missing who I was when I was with them? A professional, a provider, a person with a purpose. True fulfillment comes from building a new purpose, not from borrowing comfort from the past. 3. The social imbalance will become glaring. A healthy friendship is a two-way street. When both people are busy with work and life, this give and take often happens naturally. But after retirement, when you suddenly have more free time than your friends, a painful imbalance can emerge. You may find that you are the one always initiating, always calling, always driving to their house. After a few months, Arthur looked at his call history and a hard truth hit him. He had initiated the last 10 interactions with his old group of friends. They were always happy to hear from him, but they never made the first move. He began to question everything. Do they even want to see me, or are they just being polite? Am I a friend, or am I becoming a project? This realization can lead to feelings of resentment and deepen your sense of isolation. As Dr. Hayes notes, if a friendship consistently feels like a job where you are doing all the work, it's a sign that the relationship is no longer reciprocal. True friends make a mutual effort. 4. Clinging to the past can stagnate your growth. Retirement is not an ending, it is a beginning. A unique opportunity for personal growth. It's a time to learn new skills, explore new hobbies, and reinvent yourself. However, if you spend all your energy trying to relive the past through old friendships, you can become emotionally stuck. These interactions, centered on nostalgia, can prevent you from stepping out of your comfort zone and embracing the future. Arthur noticed this when he saw how differently he and his wife were handling retirement. While he was spending his afternoons reminiscing with old acquaintances, she had joined a pottery class. She was vibrant, learning something new, and making new friends who shared her current passion. He, on the other hand, felt like he was living in a museum of his own life, constantly looking backward. Clinging to familiar but unfulfilling relationships was holding him back from discovering who he could be in this new chapter. 5. Unfulfilling friendships will drain your energy. In retirement, your time and emotional energy are your most precious resources. It's crucial to invest them wisely. We often maintain friendships out of a sense of obligation or history, even when they no longer bring us joy. These interactions can become incredibly draining. Arthur made a weekly visit to an old friend who had become chronically negative, spending the entire hour complaining about his health, his family, and the world. Arthur always left these visits feeling completely exhausted, as if his own positivity had been siphoned off. This wasn't a supportive friendship, it was an energy transaction where he was doing all the giving. He realized that a friendship should uplift you, not deplete you. Arthur's journey led him to a profound realization. The cure for his loneliness was not to chase the ghosts of friendships past. It was to build a meaningful present. He didn't abandon his true, reciprocal friends, but he stopped pursuing the one-sided and draining relationships. He took a brave step and joined a local woodworking club, a hobby he'd always wanted to try. There, he found a new sense of purpose, and something remarkable happened. He started to build new friendships, connections forged not in the past, but in a shared present passion. The painful truths about old friendships are ultimately liberating. They give you permission to let go of obligation, to stop chasing what no longer serves you, and to invest your precious energy in what brings you genuine joy and connection today. If this message has resonated with you, and you are ready to embrace a new chapter of growth, please join our community. First, click the subscribe button and ring the notification bell for more empowering guides to retirement life. Second, a like on this video helps it reach others who might be feeling stuck and lonely. And finally, your experience is a gift. In the comments below, please share one way you have found a new sense of purpose or a new connection after retirement. Your story could be the inspiration someone else needs. Thank you for being here. It's your time to grow.